What is up? Thank you for coming to my channel, Prison POV. Alright, so doing time with Nortenos part 2. Say hello. I was going to try to get deeper into this video before I start drinking water, but cotton mouth. Anyways, first time I ever programmed around Norteno was mainline my first term, Central Valley MCCF. I had not seen one in the county jail. I had not seen any in Wasco Reception. Get to Central Valley MCCF, and there's one there. Literally just one dude. The thing that caught my eye about him is he had San Ho tattooed on his stomach. He's from San Jose. But didn't say San Jose. It said San, S-A-N, and Ho, like J-O. And I thought, I wonder why he did it like that. It took me a while, it dawned on me. I still don't know if this is true or not, but it makes sense to me. He just didn't want to tattoo an S on him. So I figured, I ran with it, and that's probably the case. Anyways, there by himself. There's about 5 bulldogs there. No one's tripping, there's no tension. Then another Norteno drives up, and that's when the bulldogs start tripping and end up rushing him on the yard. I guess they figure 1, it's no big deal, no threat. 2 get there, getting deep, end up becoming a conflict. Thing about it is, though, they got it on the yard. I didn't even know it was a riot till I came inside. Someone told me. I thought it was a volleyball game. I'm not even clowning and bullshit. I thought it was a fucking volleyball game. I saw people running around. I saw some high fives and shit. And I was like, no, playing volleyball. Came back in. They said that was a riot. I was like, what the fuck? That was a riot? Yeah. So shit. Anyways, I get out, go do a violation at another pin. Nothing happened there that I could fit into this video. Get out, come back, go to Mesa Verde CCF. When I get there, there's same situation, handful of bulldogs, handful of Nortenos. They end up getting into it again. And if the first one looked like a volleyball game, then this riot they got into looked like a straight UFC, Royal Rumble, 5-on-5, fight to the death. It was like a hardcore, it was violent, it was a hardcore riot. Type of riot you see in the next, makes you want to start working out. And yeah, I got up 5 a.m. the very next morning, it was like, gotta fucking bulk up, man. I don't want motherfuckers running up on me like that and shit. It was a crazy ass fight. Blood, violent. They got fucking busy, man. It's like I said before, CCS might be kind of soft in the sense that's where first termers go, people with low level points. But man, if it cracks there, it cracks. There's no one that's gonna fucking break it up. Anyways, I get out from there and I go to Wasco Yard, no Nortenos there. Get out from there and I go to CMC West, no Nortenos there. And I get out and go to Soledad. Tons of Nortenos. It's like their backyard. I went there twice. Both times. Gang of Nortenos there. It's like their backyard. Kind of how I feel like Wasco Reception is Bakersfield's backyard. I feel like Soledad, at least back when I was doing time, with Nortenos' backyard. They were so deep there. H2O, homie. Cottonmouth motherfucker. So, get to Toro Dorm. Right away, the blacks and whites get into a riot. They move all the blacks out. So then there's just whites, Nortenos, Southsiders, and Pisces in there. And the thing that's fucked up is, I came from Wasco Reception from an H building. This same time period, if you go back and watch my video where I got jumped over a bad call, same time period. I was in H4, I believe, and I got jumped, and ended up going to H5. An H building, okay? Couldn't wait to get to mainline prison and get a change of scenery. So I go to Soledad, and they put me in Toro Dorm, which is a fucking H building. Exactly the same, it's not different at all. It's the exact same building. So I came from Wasco Reception, slammed down in a fucking H building to go to Toro Dorm, get into a riot, slammed down in Toro Dorm, which is a fucking H building. Did I say that enough? H building, H building, H building. It was the H building. Same ass shit. So get there and like, fuck. But there were different rules, and it created a problem. And here's why. So, in an H building, there's A side and B side. In the middle, there's 2 TVs, there's like a little cutout. There's showers, TVs. It's like a little cutout. That's where the hot water is. There's like a little area for like a mop bucket, that sort of thing, like a hose and a drain. And there's literally like a water fountain that has hot and cold water. Hold up. So there's hot and cold water in this cutout. Now, in Wasco Reception H building, if there was someone back there getting water, you can go back there. You just get in line behind them. You can pile in 10 deep back there, didn't matter. At Toro Dorm, it's different, I guess. Only one person allowed that back there at a time. You couldn't go back there and get in line. I didn't know this. So I go back there to get some hot water, and I see somebody is about to get water. I didn't know it happened to be a Norteno. I didn't know that. So I go walking, you know, kind of carelessly. I'm not really paying attention to my surroundings. You know, talking over my shoulder. Yeah, hold up, dude. I'll be right back and get some coffee. Go walking in there. Boom, almost running in this dude's arm. He's just mad dogging me. He's like ready to get it. I come walking in. He's like, and I go, whoa, almost running his arm. And I back up. And he's mad dogging me before I can react. Someone pops up from my right-hand side. Another Norteno. I know this dude right here is an Asian dude's Norteno. I know that right away. I recognize I've been there a couple days at this point. Another one pops up out of the woodwork and goes, hey, man, we apologize. I don't know if your people told you or not. There's only one person allowed at a time back. He's being real nice. Like, they're all very respectful. Most people in the pen are respectful. They have to be. People would check them if they don't. Your own people. It's being very respectful and nice to me. Hey, we apologize. We'll be out here in just a second, man. Only one person at a time. But while he's being nice, the other dude right here is still fucking mad dogging me. Looking at me all crazy. I don't even think he put his guard down. He was still like, and I'm going back and forth between the two, like, I'm getting different fucking vibes, dude. This dude's fucking looking like wants to kill me, and this dude's like, everything's cool, man. And I'm like, man, I didn't say this. I was saying, fuck, if everything's cool, maybe you should tell him. Anyway, I didn't say no to say. I was speechless, man, and emotionless. I was just like, huh? Anyway, they walked off, and one got hot water, came and sat back down. The fella was like, what happened over there? They saw there was an issue. They didn't come and, you know, back me up because I knew it wasn't that serious. We saw you talking to those dudes. What was it? I said, apparently only one person back there at a time. They go, oh, yeah. I said, well, fucking good looking out. Thanks for telling me. Oh, we didn't tell you? Oh, he said he was going to tell you. He said he was going to tell you, blah, blah, blah. They dropped the ball. They didn't fill me in, and it could have turned into being something, but it wasn't. But it was, because it wasn't done yet. This dude, I don't know why, but he continued to constantly always fucking mad dog me. I guess he decided then there he did not fucking like me. It's funny, because even at count time, where our beds were positioned, his bed was several down and off to the side. And on your count time, of course, you're sitting on your rack, you can't get up. So I'm sitting there at count time, and I feel like someone's looking at me, and I'll look at my peripheral, it'll be him. He'll be way down there and be like, it's like mad dogging me. Like, what the fuck's that dude fucking mad dogging me? Shit, I don't want to look to see he's looking. And even over where the homie Big John from San Fernando Valley slept, he tattooed this on me right here. Where he slept, there's a corner all the Nortenos hang out over there. Me and John ended up getting in a little fight. Wasn't much of a fight, he swung on me. I didn't fight back much because I had a handful of heroin. I didn't, can't fight with a handful of heroin. Cops run over, hey, what do you got in your hand? Whoop. So, like, he swung, it was like bullshit, got broken up real fast. Long story short, he said the reason why he swung and all that was because he said I disrespected him in front of the Nortenos. They were all kicking right there. That was their spot. So I'd be hanging out at Big John's pad all the time, we're chilling. And that dude, remember him, mad dog me in the count time? He'd always be there, still giving me like mad dogs. What the fuck? And I even told Jeremiah, I thought I might be tripping. My dog Jeremiah, I said, hey, it looks like that dude's fucking mad dogging me. He goes, that does look like, huh, shit. That's time I jam him up. He goes, no, you can't. I didn't want to jam him up, like with aggression. I was going to say, hey, dude, do I look familiar? I mean, bro, it wasn't me that stole your bike, man. It wasn't me. I get that a lot, but it wasn't me, bro. I just wanted to jam him up. Even, get this, the Nortenos have another rule they do. I brought this up in my last video, and a Southsider got me in the comment section and said they do it too, but I've never really seen Southsiders do this. They weren't doing it at Toro Dorm at the time, so I feel like if they were doing it, like the Nortenos and the Whites would have done it, just like get in on it, and we weren't doing it, so I don't know. And what it is, they will keep somebody up all night, so the people are not vulnerable. They're not get caught slipping. You can't run up on them while they're sleeping, because they got a couple active soldiers awake all night. Up all night, just sitting there, keep them watch. So that dude who didn't like me would be mad dogging me, that dude, he'd be one of them. So I'd be getting up like 2 in the morning, half asleep, walking to the bathroom, going to take a piss. I look up, he'd be him sitting on a table, mad dogging me like, whoa, fuck, it's you again? Shit. But I never mad dogged him back. He had a problem with me, I didn't have a problem with him. I think one time I even shot him one of these. And I was like, hey man, got any extra toilet paper? He didn't say nothing to me, just, he didn't care for me. It must be me. Let me tell you another guy, Cottonmouth. Did I smack too? Smacks are a big no-no on fucking prison POV. If I ever catch myself smacking, I will shut it down and start the motherfucker all over again. I might have been a smack dude, I don't know. I'm gonna keep going though. Anyways, the water will stop the smacks because it'll stop the Cottonmouth. I'm babbling. Okay. Another guy didn't care for me much. Chip on this. The dude who had the keys for the Nortenos. He's a shot caller. He slept sort of close by me. Not far off at all. To the point where when they call you for breakfast in the morning, and you get up to go line up, you have to walk in such a way. So he was lining up, I was lining up, and it kind of put us in each other's space. It's almost like a forced eye contact. So right there, I see him, he sees me, and I give him one of these. I give him a heads up. I would go walking to get in line, I see him, I go, he doesn't do that back to me. No, he does, he gives me one of these. The eyebrows, bro. He hit me with the fucking eyebrows. I give him and he goes, to me, can't even give me, he doesn't even want to give me enough effort to fucking listen, chin up, dude. He straight fucking eyebrow me. No, I'm not going to be giving you a, if you're going to be giving me a, I mean, there's no fucking way. So after that, there's no communication between us. I was like, what the fuck? Now, it wasn't disrespectful, but surely not respectful to shoot somebody the fucking eyebrows as a hello. What? Never talked to the dude. A couple months goes by. Now, keep in mind, he sleeps right by me, but we never talked at all. I'm not drinking that water. Fuck that shit. A couple months goes by. Comes up, confronts me, and not confronts me, get at me and says, hey, I got a little bit of heroin for sale. I want to get rid of it. I don't know what you got. There's a big old fat piece. He said he wanted a package. What he wanted, one of these pins. These writing pins. And I didn't really want to deal with them because the first confrontation thing with the fucking eyebrows. We didn't get off to a good start. We never talked. Plus, he had the keys to the fucking Nortenos car. Didn't want to deal with him in case something went south. Now I just gave you guys eyebrows. You see that? That was accidental. Anyways, my gut instinct told me not to deal with him. But he had a big old fat piece, and he just wanted a little tiny package with some writing pens and some shit. So I knew this kid, not a kid, a little bit younger than me, but he's a rich white youngster, and his parents were supporting his fucking drug habit. He's buying all kinds of drugs. His money was landing. I thought, fuck it. I told the dude, yeah, I'll get you the pens and shit. So I took the piece, I tore it in half, I pulled the old school, I buy this, and I sell you half of it. I went for the dude, I say, you want to buy this? Just a little bit of a package with these pens and shit. He goes, yeah. He was happy. It was a fat piece dude gave me. I got high for free, gave it to the dude. I didn't give it a second thought. All his money was landing, everything was good. Then one day things started going bad because he sent someone, we were in lockdown, we couldn't go to the yard. He sent someone, I believe a Norteño or someone, to go use the phone to call his people, to check on some money. So his mom answered the phone and gets like, yeah, hey, this is Creeper. Want to know if that money hit the P.O. box? Tripped his people out. You should have never done that. I mean, that was fucking stupid. You don't send people to call your people. I mean, you don't send fucking fellow prisoners, inmates, convicts, to go fucking call your family on the streets. Fuck no. He did. It tripped him out. And I could tell after he found out, they came back in and told him, man, we talked to your people. They weren't happy. So I was like, dude, is everything cool? He told me things were cool, but they weren't. I could tell by looking at him. He's like, yeah, man. Things are cool, man. I was like, the thing's cool? He's like, yeah, yeah. I was like, you're not acting like things are cool, motherfucker. You're acting like things are not cool at all. You're tripping me out. You're making me worry. Because you look worried. I was like, is dude going to get the pens? Yeah, he's going to get the pens. So I was like, fuck, man. I started keeping an eye on him, and he quit buying drugs. I didn't know the good thing or bad thing. Maybe I thought he just wanted to run the bill up no higher, but I thought maybe he knew he was cut the fuck off and anything. I don't know, man. I kept asking him, dude, is dude going to get those pens? He's like, yeah, yeah. A couple days later, get this. The motherfucker comes over to me. That water bottle's just staring at me like a motherfucker. No! The motherfucker comes over to me, and he goes, hey, Splinter, he goes, man, he goes, I got a rash. And I go, no. I go, no, you don't. I go, fuck that rash. I just kept walking. I was not trying to hear it. I saw it coming from a mile away. He was trying to create a narrative. He built this big-ass fucking door. He wrote rash on it, and I was not walking through that motherfucker. I already saw what was coming. He's trying to find a way out. I go, fuck that rash. Keep on walking. Jams me up later. He's like, no, Splinter. He's like, dude, I gotta talk to you, bro. He's like, I got this rash. I go, well, then put a sick call slip in, dude. I go, what the fuck? You got a rash? So what, man? What are you trying to say? What? He goes, I put a sick call slip in. Dude, I gotta talk to a fucking nurse or doctor. They're not answering my sick call slip. I got a real bad rash. I go, so what then? Take off running out the door? Help! Go talk to a nurse. You'll be right back though, right? Is that what you're getting at? You want to tear off running out the fucking door? Go treat the stupid rash? And he goes, well, look at it. I go, I'm not fucking looking at it. And he kept saying that too. Look at it, look at it. I go, bro, I'm not looking at it. Dude, anyway, I don't have a trained eye when it comes to rashes. I wouldn't know what I was looking at. For all I know, you're fucking allergic to milk. I don't know what a fucking rash looks like. Anyways, I'm not going to be off in the corner. He said it was above his knee. I go, dude, where's that? He goes, start pulling. I go, don't pull your shit up. I asked him, it's up here, above your knee. He goes, yeah, but I'm not looking at it, man. To me, a man is, I'm not going to look this far above a man's knee. He's exposing his nakedness at that point. Fuck that. I'm not going to be off in the corner looking, people walking by, and oh, it's cool. Dude's got a rash. Just checking out his rash. Fuck all that, dude. Fuck your rash. Pound it in your ass. I'm not looking at it. You don't have a rash. I went to those homeboys. Dude's acting funny style. They go, I know, man. He's acting kind of fucking trippy. We don't know what to do about it. Next thing you know, boom, running out the motherfucking door. It's like we knew he would. First thing that happened with Norteño dude with the pins I owed, came up to me and goes, hey, is there anything cool still? He wasn't the one that's going to buy the pins, was he? He wasn't the one that got the package. I go, no, wasn't him. Fuck yeah, it was him. Shit, I was tripping, bro. It was very, very stressful. But then I ended up having to go to the hole. Like about a week later, I got a kite from the hole, and I made a video on this telling me that one of my homeboys in there fucked up. Pulled some hinky shit. Oh, he laid down in a riot. So I fucked him up with a sock and lock. He had to go. I ended up in a hole. You know what's funny? Is that dude my victim? And he was a straight fucking lame, too. He did so much lame shit. He'll pop up again later. I'll talk about him. I was glad he was my victim. I was glad when that cut came from the hole. I was glad to fucking be the one to bust him up with a sock and lock. Well, I had to do it. No one else would anyway. And had to get done. Plus, I knew I was escaping from fucking having to do the pins. And I told the homeboys, I go, dude, I owe the dude the keys to Nortenos. I owe him a debt. Because they knew I was going to the hole. So I had to handle this. They go, don't worry. We'll take care of it. So I was out from under that. Not to worry about the fucking pins. And I was glad I was doing my victim because I couldn't stand this motherfucker. And what's funny is the guy from my last video, who I said used to say, I'm from that three-letter gang. I'm that three-letter gang. Him and my victim from Solidar from the dorm end up later on at Laredo and Mel Minimum and try to run the yard. I heard from a bunch of people try to run it like a big high-power level 4 yard. And both of them are fucking straight fucking hacks. See what happens, man? That's why you gotta pull the covers out those motherfuckers. Expose them. Even there, he was acting like a hardcore motherfucker, Solidar, and I knew he wasn't about shit, man. Fuck him. Lay down in the riot? Come on, dude. You really ain't about shit. Hold up. keep going, man. I get nervous because I've had videos cut off, and it fucking breaks my heart when it cuts off mid-video. Tempted to stop now, but I want to keep going with the story. I'm going to get a GoPro soon. If it happens to stop, I'm just going to fucking make another one right away and upload them both. When I'm at Soledad, I'm talking about another guy who kept looking at me. This is also a straight gang of Northerners. When I went to Soledad the second time, they informed me I was an R&R, that the Nortenos and whites got into a big old riot. We're all slammed on lockdown. They put me at Whitney, third tier. I don't know if it's A side or B side. It's to the left. I was getting confused. A side, let's call it third tier. Up there, Troubles my celly. And we're just straight surrounded by Nortenos, man. Now, I've been doing time. I know how they do it. When you come off of a lockdown from a riot, what they'll do is they'll let like the old men off first. 65 and older, 50 and older. Let the handicaps off first. They'll really make sure they're not just going to open the doors one day. And I used to joke with Trouble because he's the first term I didn't know. I said, dude, shit. They might just crack the doors for breakfast tomorrow. We don't know. He'd be like, fuck, if they do, we're through with money. Which is true, man. If they would just open the doors, we're so surrounded by fucking Nortenos, man. We'd have been fucked out mobbed. And putting pin cushions thrown over the fucking tier. But fuck it, I don't give a fuck. And neither did my cell either. That's what was down. Anyways, there was a guy who was a white Norteno too. Lived across. Always looking out his door. Always on his window. Always. And the only reason I knew, because me and Trouble would do burpees twice a day. Once in the morning, once at night. And how we'd face off. He'd be this way, I'd be that way. And I would fucking just look out my window occasionally. And he would always be there. Always see him. Plain look on his face. No emotion. Looking at me like, I'll kill you and go eat breakfast. I don't give a fuck. Like, damn. I just tell Trouble, damn, look at this motherfucker's always looking out his window. I understand you have to keep point. But I mean, you know, your celly might be doing stuff, so you have to watch for the cops. Not so much on a third tier. You're going to hear the keys. Cops ain't really walking around that much. But he was always looking out the fucking window. He used to trip like, what the fuck are they always looking for? And me and Trouble would be joking around because there was a joke. I heard when I was in school about someone like World War II, and a guy telling an Asian guy, and they couldn't really speak the same language. He told him, he goes, when it was raining, you know, I come out, I'm an infantry, and I came in the rain. I helicoptered in the rain, I'm an infantry, or something like that. And the guy goes, oh man, no, he said, I helicoptered, and I'm an infantry, paratrooper. And the guy said, oh fuck, he said when it rains, he's gonna come fuck me and ass to my eyes bug out. Mistranslation, because he, you know, didn't get it right. So I was telling Trouble it'd be funny if I would like looked over at him, because he was always staring at us. And I go, hey man, got a book, got anything I could read? And he'd be like, what the fuck? The white boy just asked, said he wanted to look at our paperwork. Here's some funny shit. Or I look at him and say, hey, me and my celly been doing burpees for 2 hours. And the celly goes, what are you saying? He goes, I don't know. I think he said it's going to take 2 of us to push him down. Just clowning. We were probably cracking up. Probably not even funny to you guys, but me and Trouble would die laughing. Just having fun looking at that dude. First of all, it's fun. He was always looking out his door and then making up scenarios. Anyway, we ended up having to move to the other side because a white cell opened up. These 2 white dudes got caught with some knives and they shot a kite saying there was more